Hey folks, how's it going? Dr. Spin. I got up my first Showdown post of the season, 2 albums by fantastic artists I've been listening to since the beginning of this year, but only one of these can make it to my best of mid-year top 12 for 2025. So let's figure out who's going to be this time around with Dead Channel Sky by Clipping on one side, and on the other, Spring Session M by The Missing Persons. Of course, Spring Session M, an anagram of Missing Persons, is the debut album from The Missing Persons, 1982. And this band was entirely almost made up of Frank Zappa alumni, members of Frank Zappa's band, most prominently Terry Bozzio and his wife Dale Bozzio, guitarist Warren Cucurullo, and bassist Patrick O'Hearn. All are Zappa alumni, and when they left Frank Zappa's band in the late 70s, started this band in an attempt to get into a more commercially acceptable environment. And there are some songwriting issues that I have with this album because, again, part of the new wave style at the time was very looking for hooks, almost to the point where things become super obvious. But when you look under the hood of this album, there's an amazing amount of musicianship and an amazing amount of detail that goes into all these songs. So even though maybe superficially some of these songs feel a little bit, I don't know, corny or obvious, there's so many more subtle things happening with them that the amount of detail really merits close listen and allows the album to stand up to that kind of listening. Now compare that over here to Clipping's Dead Channel Sky, which, Clipping is one of my favorite hip-hop bands out there right now. A really dark, sinister feel to these guys, not the least of which is due to the fact that Daveed Diggs is such an amazing vocal personality, and the fact that the backing band of this, the producers on this album, have a lot more in common with like Stockhausen. They like to use live samples and field recordings in the making of all their loops. So there's a real sort of kind of 20th century avant-garde side to this album, in addition to it being an amazing execution of hip-hop and rap technique. So on both these albums, you see really high-end musicianship on kind of in commercial vehicles, and which is usually a space that I really find attractive. I like it when people can take something really complex and make it accessible. But I really think overall it's Daveed Diggs' work on Clipping that makes it win out. His voice is so textured and so aggressive, and his diction is so amazing. He's really able to emote and narrate his stories very clearly. In addition to that, there's also a very experimental aspect to Clipping that I find really attractive. So Clipping goes on in this case. So agree or disagree, please sound off below. Then head over to my YouTube channel where you'll find more posts on independent artists and classic deep dive reviews.